All right, here we go. It looks like the rain doesn't stop for the last couple of days, especially. We've been having these waves of rain um, that would last 2, 3 days at a time, and each one is like progressively worse. And I love rain. I just stood out there and watched it for a long time, but this is too much of it. I've never seen this much ever here. This creek nearby is overflowing. It's normally bone dry. Targeted, I feel. This is some kind of targeting. There's something about it that doesn't feel normal at all to me. Um, there's got to be some purpose behind this, whether it's symbolic or literal, but maybe we'll find out. So, anyway, there's one important thing I forgot to mention the other day when discussing PedGo 2 up on heliofant again. Um, so it wasn't just the thumbnail that they changed the title. Um, the original title was all lowercase letters. Now the title is all uppercase letters. And the number 2 is like the 2 in Roman numerals. So these things might be small, but they are very significant, in my opinion. Okay. Um, because if you're putting everything in all capital letters, you're emphasizing urgency or importance, perhaps. And Sun Tzu, yeah. And speaking of you, Dan, you're the one who, as always, told me about this. And you're the same person that told me that their website was updated, and you saved the day again by letting me know that Heliofont put up PedGo 2 again. But did you notice that? Dan, did you notice that they have the title in all capital letters now? And so you have all capital letters. It was just a coincidence, yeah, sure. Sun Tzu in the thumbnail, which is super important because immediately after her face is the tanks. You didn't? Yeah, no. Yeah, go to Heliofont. It's all caps now. So to me, if you put your title in all caps, people, when they type in all caps, it's stressing urgency. So we have this strange sequence of events, and I knew it wasn't over with too. When they took down PedGo 2 initially, I knew that they weren't gonna, that wasn't over with. They're gonna do something else. And guess what? Lo and behold, here it is. And it's definitely interesting and noteworthy that it's right before Chinese New Year. Um, could it be taunting and mockery? Yes. There's probably an element of that to this, but there's also more to it as well. So let's just put a timeline of events on this real quick. You had 11 years of nothing from these people, not a word. They didn't even reply to anybody's comments on their cartoon. They're just a ghost for 11 years. And then suddenly they come out with this bizarre video of an SOS uh, sign on a large building in Montreal, a building that happens to have pyramids behind it. And we have a black pyramid in Las Vegas where the Super Bowl is about to be played, and that pyramid is black because it's that energy, that dark energy from below the pyramid is illuminating the capstone, and that illumination is being sent out to space. So that's why that light is on top of that pyramid, is because it's being siphoned from below. And that's probably why they're playing that game in Las Vegas. So what do you think, Dan? Why did they put it back up? Like, to me, so okay, so after the SOS video, we had a period of time with nothing too significant. And it's also interesting and noteworthy that they didn't take it down before the Ukraine war. Okay. And we didn't hear from them anything from them in 2022. This all started last year. Okay. So, and then, they updated their website. And then a few weeks before October 7th in Israel, that's when they took both down. Now, like, logically thinking, this is like a symbolic representation of the Lily exit scene. So, SOS, then they're gone, and now they're back as like a final warning, I guess. Final warning, because you have your title in all caps. A final SOS, maybe. Now, could be weeks in between, weeks afterwards, though, months afterwards, since these durations of time seem to be very long. I don't know. But, like, if they took down the video on the site, and the site's still taken down, I did check it. To me, that's what it feels like. It feels like we're exiting. Okay? We're exiting. And just when you thought, oh, all this main stuff that they were talking about is happening, the Middle East ship conflict and Israel, and always on the brink of catastrophe. And then they come back and hit you in the face with a final reminder. But think of it this way, right? So during the exit sign, everything goes dark. Okay, so they took the video down, they went dark. But the room lights up again when the apple hits Obama's leg. So they're symbolically going dark and lighting up the room again by putting their video back. No, that's why I'm not mentioning any dates, with the exception of, Chinese New Year. And of course, nobody's going to figure it out. They can try all they want, and they could speculate all they want. I don't think anybody is going to ever freaking know. And yeah, it could be on the Chinese New Year. It could be years from now. Nobody knows. I don't think so, though. I don't think so, because I think that, in my opinion, they're stressing urgency. Or again, as I mentioned earlier, this is all some kind of form of bizarre mockery we don't understand. But then again, if it is, then why? Like, there really nothing better to do? It seems to be deeper than that, is what I'm really starting to think. Okay. But yeah, the thing about a date, there is a couple of noteworthy things that, my friend Jeff did mention in terms of speculating on a date. So, very clearly, right in the middle, I made a TikTok about this. On one of the blue figures, there's an L, and on the blue figure behind them, there's a V, and then there's the three bars for LV111. So that's really clearly in your face visible. But again, we've seen things that made sense before and meant nothing. So, but another noteworthy thing he mentioned is that the year of the rabbit is looking at the year of the dragon in front of him, because it's the dragon next to that split brain, and it's actually specifically a green dragon. I guess we're going into the year of the green dragon, which I didn't know about either. For those that see, he's dealing with smart people. Yes, and there's very few of us out there. Very, very few of us. I mean, not very few. I mean, there's people, like, the comments section blew up again as soon as they uploaded the video again. So, I mean, people know about it. But the percentage of people who know its true meaning, man, definitely less than 50%, I think. So, I don't know. That's my final thought on that, is that they re-uploaded it to remind you and to stress urgency, perhaps, that, they went dark, and that window of time to exit, the few months of time to exit, is gone. And now, in big, big letters, iPad Go 2 is now right in your face. I guess we'll find out.